generosity, it is necessary to practice the perfection of wisdom. Moreover, by means of the power of prajnaparamita, any feeling of attachment to dharmas is rejected. Why should the feeling of self then not be rejected? Having rejected the feeling of self, one regards one's body, one's spouse, one's son, as a blade of grass and, without the least consideration, one renounces them completely. This is why the prajnaparamita says that in order to practice the perfection of generosity, it is necessary to practice the perfection of wisdom. It is the same for the other perfections, morality, patience, exertion, and trance, for they are maintained by the spirit of the prajnaparamita. 3. Power of prajna. Moreover, the other perfections would not have the name of perfection without prajnaparamita and would also lack solidity. As will be said in the next chapter. Without prajnaparamita, the first 5 perfections do not have the name of perfection. It is like a noble Chakravartin king. If he does not possess the jewel of the wheel, he is not called Chakravartin king, and it is not his other jewels that give him his name. Or again, it is like blind people. If they have no guide, they can go nowhere. It is the same with the prajnaparamita. It guides the first 5 perfections to omniscience. A great chariot, without a good driver, does not fulfill its function. The human body, if deprived of sight, goes nowhere even if it is provided with the other organs. When a person loses their vital organ, all the other organs are destroyed. It is because they possess the vital organs that the other organs function. It is the same with the prajnaparamita. In the absence of the prajnaparamita, the first 5 perfections do not progress. It is because they possess the prajnaparamita that the 5 perfections progress and are perfected. This is why the Buddha says here, the bodhisattva who wishes to practice the perfection of generosity, etc., should exert himself in the perfection of wisdom. Buddhasada Sakaya. 3rd section, possessing a body endowed with the marks. Sutra. The bodhisattva mahasattva who wishes to have a body like that of the Buddha in all his existences and who wishes to be assured of the 32 major and 80 minor marks of the great man, must exert himself in the perfection of wisdom. Sastra. I. The physical marks are not planted just at the end of the career. Question. In the sravaka system, it is said that the bodhisattva plants the causes and conditions for the 32 marks during the 100 kalpas that follow the 3 incalculable periods of his career. Why does the prajnaparamita say here that from lifetime to lifetime the bodhisattva has a body like that of the Buddha endowed with the 32 major marks and the 80 minor marks? Answer. In the vibhasa in the katyayaniputrabhidharma it talks about these 100 supplementary kalpas, but this is not in question in the tripitaka. Why? Others besides the bodhisattva also have these 32 marks. What would suffice to distinguish them? Nandas marks. Thus in a previous lifetime, Nanda gave a single bath to the community making the following aspiration. From one lifetime to the next, I would like to be handsome and graceful. In yet another lifetime, he encountered a pratyekabuddha stupa, adorned it with multicolored designs and brightened up a pratyekabuddha statue, formulating the following aspiration. From lifetime to lifetime, I would like to have a body adorned with fine marks. For this reason, from lifetime to lifetime, he had a body adorned with marks and, in his last lifetime, he went forth from home and became a sramana. Seeing him from far off, the members of the community mistook him to be the Buddha and all stood up to go to welcome him. If Nanda, a practitioner of the lesser vehicle, received such a reward for having planted these few minor merits, what could be said about the bodhisattva who, during innumerable incalculable periods, has cultivated merit? The various marks. When the bodhisattva Maitreya was still a layman with white robes, his teacher Popoli had 3 marks. 1. The white tuft of hairs between the eyebrows. 2. The tongue able to cover the entire face. 3. The secret organs enclosed in a sheath. If those people, who are not bodhisattvas, themselves possess these marks, how could it be said that the bodhisattva plants these marks only after the 3 incalculable periods? Besides, according to the Mahayana, the bodhisattva who from the first mind of body until supreme complete enlightenment, does not produce a bad mind, possesses the 5 superknowledges in a body like that of the Buddha from one lifetime to the next. 2. The bodhisattva is able to create for himself a body endowed with the marks. Question. How does the bodhisattva who has not yet acquired the body of the Buddha obtain a body and marks like those of the Buddha? Answer. In order to save beings, the bodhisattva creates for himself a body of the noble Chakravartin king, of Sakradevendra, of Brahma Raja, of a sravaka, of a pratyekabuddha, of a bodhisattva or of Buddha. Suramgama Samadhi Sutra. Thus, in the Shuleng Yen King, Manjusri himself said that he appeared as a pratyekabuddha 7,200,000 times and entered into nirvana, that he also manifests under the aspect of a Buddha named Longchong Suan. This is how, at a time when there could not be a Buddha, beings saw in Manjusri the body of the Buddha, were happy, submitted and became converted. 3. Bodhisattva body and Buddha body. Question. If the bodhisattva makes a Buddha body for himself, preaches the Dharma and saves beings, how does he differ from a Buddha? Answer. 1. The bodhisattva possesses a great magical power, resides in the 10 bhumis and is endowed with the attributes of the Buddha. Nevertheless, he remains in samsara in order to save the mass of beings. Therefore he does not go into nirvana. 2. Like a master magician, he creates for himself a body of metamorphosis in order to preach the Dharma to people, but that is not the true body of the Buddha. That being so, the beings whom he will save are limited in number, whereas those saved by the Buddhas are limitless in number. 3. Although the bodhisattva creates for himself a Buddha body, he is unable to completely fill the universes of the 10 directions. The body of the Buddha, on the other hand, fills innumerable universes completely. 4. To the beings whom he converts, the bodhisattva shows a Buddha body comparable to the moon of the 14th day. Brilliant as it is not like the moon of the 15th day. These are the differences. Sometimes there are bodhisattvas who, having obtained the certainty that dharmas do not arise and the body born of the fundamental element, remain in the 7th bhumi, abide in the first 5 superknowledges, create by transformation a body like that of a Buddha and convert beings. Sometimes there are bodhisattvas who, having just produced the mind of body, practice the 6 perfections and, by virtue of the actions that they accomplish, obtain a body like that of the Buddha and convert beings. 4. The perfections are causes and conditions of the marks. Question. The 32 marks are fruits of ripening of generosity, etc. But the prajnaparamita is non-existent and like space. How can one say that it is necessary to practice the prajnaparamita in order to obtain the major and minor marks? Answer. The 32 marks are of 2 kinds. 1. Complete, as in the Buddha. 2. Incomplete, as in the noble Chakravartin kings, in Nanda, etc. Although the prajnaparamita is associated with generosity, it completes the major and minor.